Welcome to the new chapter and a very good evening to you all. Yes, we know we've been away for a while now, but we are back bigger and better. And in today's episode, we are looking at something very important. It is very important to me, and I know it's very important to you too, you that is watching us and the entire society. Over the past years, we've been in a space where a lot of advocacy programs have been going on, and there have been a lot of campaigns promoting the well-being of girls and women and all that. But one thing that I think we have all, in one way or the other, closed our eyes on is how well the male child has been, how well the male gender has been faring over these years. For that matter, this conversation that we are starting today is very important, and I will urge each and every one of us to stay on this channel. Make sure you eat and you consume every bit of the conversation that we have today, because it's of so much importance to you and to me. Because a world that is not well balanced, it's a world that will not do well. So today, we are looking at rebalancing the skills when it comes to gender balance. How has the story been? What can we do? How can we make the world a better place for us? So joining me in the studio today, it's my own brother, a very good brother of mine, and his name is Prosper. And he has been on the show on several occasions, and he is with us today again. Prosper, you're welcome.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
I'm happy to have you back in the studio.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you again for bringing me on board. I really appreciate it.
Sure.
Thank you.
So today we are looking at a bigger topic, and then it's a question actually. We've started a movement a while ago, or about a year ago, which is talking about the boy child. And the question we are asking is, what about the boy child? Because we feel like there have been a lot of works in the world, not only in Africa, not only in Ghana, but the entire world, where the women are being encouraged in one way or the other, which is a very good cause. So today we've seen a lot of women occupying bigger positions, doing a lot of things to promote the well-being of the world. But I think we have left the boys behind. That is why this conversation today is so important to us. So to start with, what do you think about that? Are you following the conversation that the boy child has been left behind, or we are just trying to create another chaos in the system?
I would say good evening to your listeners, viewers first, and then I would just go straight to the question. I believe that the balance that was being advocated for has now turned into an imbalance.
Okay.
In a way. Yes. We at the time, the women were not forthcoming. They were not doing a lot. They were not, they needed that push, or they needed that attention. And so it's true, it was good that they did that. And if you consider things, you see that it actually solved a lot of problems.
Yeah.
It went a long way to solve some problems. But then the thing is that it's creating a different thing, a different scenario, where the boys, like we are saying now, are being left to fend for themselves. Now we are hearing things like, you are a man. You're a man. Men don't cry. You are a man. Take it in, or do something, be strong, and those things. And I don't think that's the case.
Okay.
Emotional stability or intelligence is not a matter of being a man or being a woman. We are all human beings.
Sure.
And of course, everybody needs that attention to help mold the person.
Exactly.
A boy child that does not know everything, he still needs to be taught. It needs to be modeled. It needs to, be given some directions. And so I think it is a very good conversation that we should have.
Okay.
That parents, everybody that has to do with the boy children. I think it's good we are talking about the boy child, because for the older ones, they are like they've been molded already in that way. So it's better we just go down to the roots, talk about the boy child, and find a nice way to mold them so that they would change the narrative in the future.
Exactly.
Sure.
So coming to that, I want us to talk about why was it an intentional thing to suppress the emotion of the male child or of the male? Was it an intentional thing, or how did that come about? Yes, because you as you said in your submission that we've been told that men don't cry. We've been told that you have to man up. We've been told that you need not to express too much of your emotions and all that. How did we get there? What happened?
Okay, so with that, the full-grown man, the full-grown man, and then the young man or the boy are two different people.
Okay,
they are two different people. In a setting, the full-grown man is characterized by courage, resilience, being able to do, taking a lot of things and do a lot.
Okay,
and then we are unfortunately pushing the traits of the full-grown man onto the young man or the boy. We want the boy to just be like the father, just from the childhood, which is not the case.
Okay.
On another front, I also see that certain parents having to deal with the women. The girls have their own problems. Sometimes, oh yeah, they do. Because I teach some young people.
Okay.
And then if something is wrong with a girl, how to be able to find out. Like, you really need to earn her trust, like, for real.
Okay.
You need to push, ask leading questions and before the person comes out.
Okay.
And looking at all that stress, a parent just consider all that stress dealing with a girl child, and then a boy child also coming with his own problem. Whereas you know very well that his father has been taking care of himself for so many years now. Like, when things come up, he just says that he's very quiet. People feel that quietness and silence of a man is like is always a good thing. It's not always a good thing. Things chew us up, right? So parents need to open up, be able to accommodate more. Okay. I feel the cause is that some parents don't want to take up too much work.
Okay.
Don't want to take up too much work. And we are also trying to push down the traits of the old man or the full-grown man on the young man who is not yet molded.
Okay, so there is a saying that such as I have, I'll give or I give. Okay, there's a saying that.
Yes.
So don't you think that it is because that is what the condition has been over the years? So let's say even in a house that your dad is present, okay, and then he grew up by himself because he was taught to be muscular. He was taught to be strong. He was taught not to talk too much about things.
He was not taught. He was told. He was not taught.
It's the same thing. Okay, so let me change my vocabulary. Hey. So he was told that this is how you're supposed to go by the life as a man. But personally, I think that has not helped the average male man over the years. Because according to an article that I read, in the US, men are likely to commit suicide 3 times more than women do. And reading the article reveals that because men have not been given that safe space to express themselves, so they take up most of the things onto themselves, and at the end of the day, take certain actions that ends their life. So that conditioning, I am of the view that we need to stop it. Wherever that it is coming from, however that it came by, I think there's the need for us now to redefine the thing. Because when men express their emotions, it's being termed as their weakness. Do you get that? So why will we do that to the average man, which has now translated to the boys? Okay. What gave birth to that thing? That when a man expresses his emotion, or when a man becomes vulnerable, then he's being seen as a weaker vessel.
Wow. What birthed that?
Yes.
This is like we are going back to the roots.
We have to go back to the
roots. Back to the roots. I think I said a part of it before, that the full-grown man I always use that word, the full-grown man. A man who is fully grown, fully developed, has certain traits. And those traits are courage, resilience, and a whole lot of things that make him, so to say, fearful and very strong. Very, very strong. That we consider very, very strong.
Okay.
Then the thing is that we assume that just because the small boy would grow up to be a man, he might as well just start being a man now.
Okay.
Instead of grooming them. You see, the father in the house may have lived by himself for some time, enduring some hard times.
Which has not helped.
Yes, good. Exactly. And those hard times molded the person he is right now. And of course, he is well aware, he knows very well that the nature he has right now may not always be the best, or is not the best state to be in, right? And so you see that most of the times, most fathers who have been through some hard times, if they are very considerate, they try to make life a bit easier for their sons. Okay. They try to do well for them. Like they shouldn't stress, they shouldn't do, but then it's not enough. It's not enough because you're laughing. It's not enough because the whole thing it just clamps down on the boy child, that you have to make it by yourself. You have to find your own way. You have to push. You have to do this. You have to try that. You have to try this and make things work. It shouldn't be like that. The older generation have gone through something. Okay. They have gone through something. Okay. And so they should guide the younger ones to mold them. Okay. Right? Because men right now, if you ask any man, adult man right now, they have a lot of things that are on their chest that they wish they could speak out about them. They could tell somebody, but it is not part of them. Even if somebody comes up and the person is willing to listen to them, they are unable to do it because it is not part of them. Because they have been conditioned not to. You see, it's not part of them. Even though they want to bring it out, it's not part of them. So we have to try to correct that narrative. All right. If you are a father who have been through a lot, and then you see that you have that problem with your emotional stability, how to handle situations, how to handle hard times, right? You always personalize everything, right? You need to create a nice atmosphere to teach your son a different way to go about it. Okay. Yes, and truth be told, when somebody voices out, a man is talking about his problems and stuff, the notion is that he's not strong or he's weak. But then that is something, you see, I'm coming down, I'm saying it. It is something that we need to correct. Okay. We as a society, we need to correct that. It is not true. The man and the woman, or the boy and the girl, are alike growing up. Sure. But as they grow, naturally, the men fall into a certain position of maybe responsibility and stuff that push them to a different level. And the women also just find where they fit and they just go in there and we are okay. But then if we push this one down, that start being a man, do this yourself and all that, in the future it creates problem. Sure. In certain marriages, the women complain that the men don't talk. But they've been conditioned not to talk. That's the thing. The women complain that the men don't talk. You have to force him before he will tell you something. People keep a lot of secrets, especially the men. A lot of things they are going to start. They will not tell you. Okay. They will not tell you. You see that? Yeah. Good. So we have to recondition our minds as a society to help save our younger ones, especially the boys. For the women, they know how to talk. Sure. They can talk very well. They they can talk very, very, or they can express themselves. Well, woman, just be lively, create that nice, atmosphere. She'll tell you everything. She will tell you. Okay. So today, I don't want us to dwell much on the problem. Okay. What I want us to do today is that we'll create a conversation that provides a solution to the problem. Right. And as you mentioned, the first solution which you mentioned is that we need to avoid that stereotype, which makes it feel like
the man is in charge all the time, and that he should not express any form of, I call it a downtime. They always want the men to be hyper, or they want the men to be at the helm of affairs all the time. But even the Lord Jesus Christ had to sleep at a point in time when he was traveling on a boat.
Very true. Very, very true. He had to cry at a point.
Even the disciples had to be afraid, and they had to go and call the master. These are men who were in the boat, and there was a storm. And
there was no woman there.
There was no woman there.
Only men. 12, if 13 strong men.
So, what I feel we can do is that we have to teach the male child not to be weak, but to be vulnerable. Most of us are scared to be vulnerable. When I discovered that it is good for everybody to be vulnerable, I became so vulnerable. But I'm well calculated in my vulnerability. So I don't just express myself to just anybody. But I've decided to create an ecosystem with a group of people that when I am down, or when I'm depressed, or when I'm going through a difficult moment, I can quickly talk to and say, oh, yeah, Charlie, this is what's going on. So what do you think? Then we have that conversation. Yeah. So I think that should be what every parent should start doing now. Yeah. They should start teaching their kids. Even they can start telling their husbands that it's long overdue that you stop being a man too much. Okay. Yeah. Learn to sit with me so we could have very deep conversations. Sure. Then when we're able to have those conversations and they understand, you see, until you talk with people, you not get to understand what is going through their mind. Very true. So when you talk with them and you get to know what is going through their mind, then you can help solve the problem. So the first thing that I want us to let our people know is that we should allow the boy child to be vulnerable. We should teach them to be vulnerable. This time they don't know how to be vulnerable. No, we don't. Do you know how to be vulnerable? Have you ever been vulnerable?
Hey, it's difficult to do. I try, but it's quite difficult. I try. No, recently I'm trying to do it. Oh no, intentionally. I'm intentionally trying to loosen up, to try to, but then, well calculated vulnerability.
Oh, yes, of course. You have to be well calculated, because if you don't do that, you might be giving information out to someone who will use it against you and all that. Yeah. So now I want us to look at the role that parents do play in emotional expression of the boy child. What roles, can parents play as a mother, as a father? What role can they play in the emotional expression of the boy child?
Okay. Charity, they say, begins at home. For sure. If anybody is to take up any nature, psychologically, emotionally, physically, it mostly starts from the home. Okay. Things like thank you, I'm sorry, those things we learn them from the house. Yeah. How to respect the elderly. In the house, you have siblings. And if your sister says go and do something, your big sister says go and do something, and you refuse to do it, or you know what we normally do, we the boys, yes, and then she goes to tell your mom, your mom comes to grab you. What you do to you, you know. So over there, they are teaching you something. Okay. So the parents play a very crucial role in molding the sons, especially the children, the boys, in this fashion. Okay. So we should ask them questions, questions that make them think deeply and give deep answers. Okay. Questions that the last time I was on the show, I mentioned something that when the boy comes from, or when the children, when they come from school, let's not ask them how was school. That's like a good, bad. Definitely they'll say good. There's a default answer, good. But if you ask a question like, what did you like, or what did you really enjoy about school today? Okay. That allows the boy to think a bit before releasing an answer. Okay. Okay. And a question like, what didn't you like about the whole day that maybe you could do something to change? Or maybe just, first of all, what didn't you like about the day? And what could you do to change it? You know, those sort of questions. And the next thing is to build trust and to allow them to be able to express themselves later. Is if they give you an answer, do not use the answer against them.
Okay.
That's the thing. If they give you an answer, do not use the answer against them. Do not laugh at them. There's something we say at Sunday school to encourage everybody to voice out. We say no answer is wrong.
Sure.
No answer is wrong. So no matter what the answer the person gives you,
That's right.
it's okay.
Okay.
That's a person's perspective. That's a child's perspective. You don't say it is wrong. You don't cut it off, but you nurture it. You redirect it.
Okay.
It is an understanding that maybe if it is going the wrong direction, then you redirect it in the right way. Okay. It is good you see it this way, but then how about this way? Or what do you think about this? Isn't it better when this happens and the effect is this and that, right? So essentially, the parents play a crucial role in molding the children, in breaking this thing. If they can build the trust, give the children that environment. If children keep on expressing themselves freely at home, as they grow up, they wouldn't have a problem expressing themselves because it's something that they've been doing naturally or almost all the time. Yeah, that's my.
So, well, looking at all this, at what age do you think we can start doing this with the boys? Or, yes, with the boys? What age should we start doing it when they have entered the adolescent, or we should start doing it before the adolescent?
Okay. With this question, I would say once they are able to express their opinion, we can start doing that.
Okay. So let's say we can start it from the very word go.
Yes and no. You should know how to do it. There's a fine balance between the two. You are parenting, meaning that not everything the boy or the child says should be taken.
Sure.
Should be taken.
Exactly.
But then, you have to find a nice way to guide the whole thing. But I'm saying that when they start having opinions, nowadays, I don't think there's any child, like, you don't really see children because the things they know,
they are young adults.
It's serious. So the things children can tell you,
that is why
I
am asking that question, because if we should wait probably for the child to get to, say, upper primary from class 4 before we begin to talk to them about some of these things, it might be too late.
Yes,
it might be too late.
I agree.
I am thinking that the moment the person starts school, maybe the moment the person gets to class 1, you start looking at him. Because when he goes out there, the conversation is that you are the man and you are the head of the house. So you grow up and you become a man up a home and make sure everything goes well. So from there, we should start telling them that in as much as you are doing this, you should always also learn to express your vulnerability.
I agree. I think I agree with you.
Yeah, learn to. So when you go out there, for instance, when you are doing a particular task and you are not able to, you shouldn't feel reluctant to ask for help.
Yeah.
Do you get my point?
Yeah.
So maybe you want to carry a bucket of water.
Oh.
As a man, as a young boy.
As a boy.
If you are unable to carry, kindly extend arms for someone to help you. So from there, I think you are learning. Other than that, some parents will say, okay, if you can't carry the whole bucket, go and carry a smaller container and be fetching the water. Do you get it? But I think at that instance, you are teaching him to be hard. You are teaching him to be strong. But you should teach him to seek help when they need be. When he comes to you and says certain things that you feel like, oh, this one, you just need to guide him. Then you guide him. I think it is the guidance that we are not able to do as caregivers, as parents and all that. We are not able to guide them that, okay, when you get to this point and you encounter this problem, you should go this way. Do you get my point?
Yeah.
So I am of the view that we should be much particular in guiding them. And I've also studied something that in this part of our world we don't really take a critical look at our children when they are growing up. Most people don't do. That is what I have come to observe. For instance, in the house, okay, I come back from school as a schoolboy, then I remove my things down. The next thing that I'll be looking out for is to find my way to go and play. Do you get it?
Yeah.
And you go and play and you come back. Sometimes your parents will just shout at you, and that is it. But I think that the way we are able to groom the ladies, you see, when the women start growing up, they start pulling them to the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You understand? They start pulling them to the kitchen. The moment they get to a particular stage, they start pulling them to the kitchen. When your mom is about cooking banku, she gives you
something
the
to
what
do.
so there's an activity.
Yes.
So at that instance, you've started helping your mom. So you know that when you are growing, it will get to a point that you also need help from someone. So when there's a need for you to ask for help, the women are quick to ask for help. But me, I go out to go in. I don't even play football in anyways. I don't play football. So I think that is what we can be doing at home.
Yeah.
Now,
can I add something to
sure.
that? So I would say let's model the man to the boy child.
Okay.
Let's model what we want the child to do. Let's model. I think most of them, the young people, they learn very well by seeing, by what they see you do. So if the boy child sees that his father is trying to work on something, and the father calls him, oh, come and do this for me, or help me take that, give that to me, do this. You see that I think that will create that sense of opening up and asking for help, not just with the boy child, but also when you ask, maybe dad is doing something and he asks mommy to come and help do something, push something. Maybe he can carry the chair, all right, he's very strong, it's true, but then he still asks that, oh, come and help me. Come and help me. If mommy will agree, but if they see that going on, I think that also helps them to understand and to really replicate that.
Okay, so now that conversation is leading us to the role of the father and male role models in making sure that we bring up boys who will become responsible, emotionally balanced men in the future. So what is... I want you to answer this for me in a critical way, because I am assuming that most dads does not know that. That is why all over the years we've been experiencing these things. So a dad that does not even know, how is he going to do it? Do you get it? I want you to tackle it from that angle for me.
Well,
yeah.
Of course, if you don't know something, you really can't do it.
Okay.
That's why I think it is very good that we are having this conversation here.
Okay.
And Prince Capital Foundation has been birthed by the grace of God.
Oh, sure.
To help, spread the word,
sure,
and help people come to the light of this. Of course, you need to know. If the father does not know that this is a thing that is killing, that killed him, and will probably kill the son.
That means the father is already dead.
Oh, what do you think? What do you think? If the father doesn't realize that this thing that has happened to me is not impacting my life positively, and if I allow my boy child to go through the same thing, it would become a problem for him, then there won't be a solution. Right now, even if the biological father of the boy child is not aware of this, the child goes out in society. In society, we have so many people in schools, at church, in any different places. We have different people over there who are enlightened, let me say, and should be able to identify and model, or mentor. That's the right word I'm looking for. Mentor the boy child. Sometimes it gets to a point in our lives where we don't know what to do next. No, seriously, like we don't know what to do next, and then we are frustrated. We don't know where to turn to. We don't even know who to ask, because your dad is not looking like, I don't know, the rap, that thing is not there. Of course.
I want you to, you see, I wouldn't love it if you want to polish
I shouldn't polish
conversation.
it.
Don't be interested in polishing the conversation, because I think this is a hard conversation that we need to have.
True.
Most dads have not been able to build a home around their kids. Therefore, the younger male child is picking that up. Now, if the boy is not fortunate to have been exposed to a system that will reorient him, then that means the tradition is going to continue like that.
That's true.
When you look at society today, most men or most males are no more interested in having relationships that they will be committed to.
Yeah.
Because when you are in a relationship now that you want to be committed to, you have to be emotionally balanced. You are not emotionally balanced. How are you going to handle that? Because you just be there, all of a sudden, something from somewhere that does not concern you will come and hit you. You will have to be emotionally balanced to stay there and make sure you resolve the issue.
Very true.
Do you get my point?
I get it.
So you realize that most people are drifting away from things that makes them feel responsible. And it's as a result of the fact that the right foundations are not being laid.
Yes.
Do you understand? I've been telling someone, I grew up with my mom.
Okay.
Growing up, I grew up with my mom. I after high school, before I came to my dad, as we speak, okay, the kind of cordial relationship that I wish I could have had with my dad, I don't have it. Sometimes it worries me, but to some extent, it's a learning stage for me. So now I've understood that when I don't get to be in the child of my son or my daughter growing up, when they grow up to a certain stage and I want to turn things around, it becomes difficult.
Yeah.
Now, I can call my mom right now and tell her anything at all that is going on in my life. Do you understand? But I can't call my dad and tell him, because we've not created that environment. Not that we don't talk or anything. We are okay. We are fine. But, you see?
It's not that deep.
It is not deep.
It's not deep.
But I am convinced that there are certain things that my mom cannot teach me enough as my dad would, because my dad is a man and I am a man. So there are certain things that if you want to explain to me, he will be more practical. He will be more in-depth in it, because he is a man. He understands what it takes to be a man. My mom has done a very good job. Yes. She has done a very good job. That one.
Mommy, thank you.
and happy Mother's Day to her in advance.
Yes, in advance.
She has really done a great job.
Yeah.
So I want the men who watch this thing to wake up and how would I say, turn a new leaf. I want men to put their ego aside and come to that window that I know I've not gotten everything right. Now there's an opportunity for you to learn, relearn, and learn, relearn, and learn, relearn, and learn. I think God has created that environment for us. I understand how the mind works, that when the mind picks up certain things, it takes a long while to reorient yourself. But it is possible. As a man that is watching this video or listening to, however you have access to this, I am paying a courtesy call on all of us that it is our duty to make sure that we reorient ourselves first. I know it's going to be a difficult thing to do, but we'll have to try. We'll have to try, because if we don't, then we are creating another generation of boys and men. And unfortunately for them and ourselves, they are coming into a system that is very different. You see, a system that is very different. So when AI is there now, you don't have to do a lot of reading before you're able to capture things. So when he or she will have to go through that rigorous exercise of learning certain things, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
So I want us to really wake up as men and also look at that side of the conversation.
True.
Very, very critically before things go wayward.
True.
Yes.
True.
With that. So now, I want us to talk about something which I have already started saying. that as the men have not been taught to do so, and most of us are struggling now. It is believed that women are very emotional people. They understand emotions. We are very logical as men. We are practical people.
Yeah.
We want to make movements.
Does it make sense?
Women are well calculated. Can the woman or the mother of a boy child also play the role of making sure that the son is emotionally balanced?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yes. I think she's even one of the best people who can start it up.
Okay.
Because at the early parts of, life, for any person, they are close to their moms or their mothers. And the mother is the one that normally pays close attention to the child. And I believe the mother has been the person that is more emotionally, fine-tuned, let me use that word, as in who pays more attention to emotions. I think she's in the best position to start it up. But at a point in time, it has to be passed on to the father. The father has to come on board a lot more. As you grow, getting to the adolescent age, he's no longer a child like that. He's transitioning, and so he needs more of his kind, which is where the father comes in. And the mother from the beginning should be there, and most of the times the mother can see things that the father might not really see. If you go to any home where there's a new baby, sometimes the man can sleep and forget. He can sleep and forget that there's a baby in the house.
Okay, let me touch on that. You see, the reason why the man will sleep like that is because he has been conditioned to be muscular. He has been conditioned to go out there and fight all the battles and come back home tired. So the guy is back home tired, and the best he can do is to sleep because he has to wake up tomorrow and go and fight another fight again. Do you get it?
Yes.
So your wife is taking care of a baby in the middle of the night. It is assumed that you are tired. But if we can teach men, to be emotionally balanced. So when you go out there, you are not killing yourself all because you want to provide for the home. But you are doing the work moderately so that when you come back home, you also have time and space to do things that really create bonds. Do you understand? It is the mothers that they stay deep into the night. So we are able to bond with them like that. So if men can also stop being too much busy, we are not saying that men shouldn't be responsible. That is not what we are saying. But we are saying that you just going out there to cut the firewood, to get the money, to do whatsoever, just to provide shelter and food for the house is not the end. Your family also needs you to talk to them. The baby needs you to hold him or her in the middle of the night. You see, the night is so silent, everything is cold. You're holding your baby, and it's so nice.
It's nice.
Okay.
I think it's a matter of how we have tweaked our mind.
Yes.
Because let's look at this. Before you got married, you were doing that work. That's the job you were doing.
Of course.
You were earning from there. And at the time you were talking with your wife, right? As in engaging her in the relationship. You were still doing the same work. You still go back the same time from work. And yet you had time to take her out again. To, have some good time with her. On a Saturday, on a Friday evening, on a Sunday. You still had time to do all of that. But then, you see, when it comes to when the baby comes in, or when the other people come to the house,
the responsibility will become bigger.
We pass some of the responsibilities to the mother only. I think it should be a shared one. If we psych our mind that it is a shared thing, we are doing it together. So when I come, it's like it's a baton we are passing. All through the day, mommy has been in charge, taking care of this, doing that here and there and all that. And now that I'm back, how I have to also take the baton so that mommy can also have some relief.
Even now, mommies are also going out to work.
That's what I'm even coming to. Because now it's like everybody's good. We are all going out.
Everybody's okay.
Then we come back. But the other thing is that, see, in some settings, depending on where your wife is working, she will take the baby to work.
Sure.
And have to deal with work and baby
at the same
all
time.
through the day.
She comes
and she'll back home
and she has to stay deep into the night and do all that.
Do baby again.
You are snoring.
And do baby and you too. So I think we should. It's a shared responsibility.
Yes.
Shared responsibility. But then I think the mother should start.
All right.
They should start. And when they identify something in the boy child that they feel that they need help from the father to help solve this problem, they should speak to the father. Okay. And then the fathers should take everything as a serious thing. Some of them, they don't take some of the things seriously.
Abi?
Oh yeah, they don't take some of the things seriously at all. When something comes up, I'm very sure that mothers are able to identify a lot of things on their children. But when they spot those things, as a mother, when you spot something and you see that it is a thing that's centered around being masculine or being a man, or something that you think that you need help from the man, from your husband, to help solve that problem, engage him. It should come on board.
Okay.
And the father should also be open to tackle these problems from the beginning.
Wow.
From the beginning. So that's the role of the mother in this.
So our mothers, you have been doing so well, and once again, happy Mother's Day in advance to all of you. You've been doing so well for us. I'm a mommy's boy, so I understand that very well. And for that matter, I'm a last baby, so just imagine.
Oh, I see.
Of course.
Yeah, it's not so much chilling. Chilling is a different level. It's good. It's good.
I'm a last baby, so that's they've been doing well, but we want you to try as much as possible to help create the balance. Let's bring our dads also on board, so we could all grow together and have a real gender balance. Now, what we fail to confront, or what we fail to handle in boys, we tend to confront those things when they become men.
Yeah.
Okay. So what role does the inability to create an emotionally balanced child have on their relationships as they grow? So relationship in terms of not just a romantic relationship, but work, other things. How does that translate? Because they've not been given that education to be emotionally balanced, to be able to express themselves willingly. How does it affect their relationships? And you can say it and narrow it down to romantic relationships, because it's an issue. It's an issue in the markets today.
Yeah. If you are unable to express yourself, I think that's where it starts from.
Wow.
If you're unable to express yourself verbally, if you're unable to express your emotion verbally, you would definitely express it, but then it would take a different path. It may be physical. For most people, this lack of emotional balance comes out as anger issues.
Okay.
Anger issues. So we've not learned how to communicate very well.
Okay.
How to express, how to say things that are disturbing us. Sometimes it is something that when you talk about it, it can be resolved and it ends there. You know, maybe your wife does something in the house that you don't like. Maybe you come home and certain things are not in their right places. Maybe your office area. Maybe for some people, they have some office area in their houses. Okay. And then you come home and then it's like she has used the place for something and then she has not put it back. Or there's a way you like to lock your door, to arrange. Oh yeah, like these very, very little things. There's a way you like to arrange something. Okay. Maybe your door, you like to lock maybe you have a door, you have some another metal door that covers that one. You like to lock the two.
Okay.
And then you lock the gate and then you go out. Maybe your wife in her house is only one gate that is there. They don't one door. They don't have gate.
Okay.
So how locking the gate is not something that is like part of her. So sometimes she can forget. And then the thing is pissing you off. and you not even say anything about it. Like, you are quiet, and you are, if you leave it, if you don't talk about it, it keeps on happening.
Sure.
And it becomes anger within you. And that anger will not just stay with the door. It will go to other things. So now when she cooks, and then maybe the food, there's a little, the salt is just a little bit over there.
You put everything together.
You blast.
Okay.
You blast.
Okay.
Any small provocation becomes a whole different thing. Can even move you to move your hand. Can get to that level.
Okay.
So if we don't curb that, one way it comes out is anger issues. Anger issues. Issues with anger.
Okay.
And it creates insecurity too.
Sure.
In you. You feel that okay, this is mostly women's side, but then I think there are
a lot of insecure men out there. Don't get it twisted. Don't just get it twisted.
Yeah.
Look, there are a lot of men there,
right,
that are insecure,
right,
because they have failed to trust their partners. So they always live in an environment of insecurity.
Yes.
And that can translate into a lot of things.
Yes.
So
a lot of things. Yes. So insecurity. Yeah. If you are unable to express yourself, you see, the whole thing is you are scared of how the other person would take what you are telling him or her. You are scared of her reaction.
Because
you are scared of
done that over the
yes
period.
You are scared of her next move. You feel that maybe if you release this information to this person, he can use it against you. And that's happened. I was watching a certain program, and a lady pastor was she handles a lot of marital issues.
Okay.
And she said that one of her daughters came to complain to her that the husband had hit her.
Okay.
So the pastor invited the lady and then the husband to come and you understand what's going on. So the husband came and was narrating the story. He says they've been married for over 10 years.
Okay.
And then he has never lifted up his hand to hit the woman.
Okay.
But then very recently, the boy went to school. Their son went to school. And then the boy was asked to write something that he has observed at home.
Okay.
And all he wrote was, "Mommy always beats daddy."
Come again.
Mommy always beats daddy.
Again.
Mommy always beats daddy.
As an observation from the house.
As an observation, what he has observed. So the man was very furious because of all the wonderful things that happen in the house, this is the one thing that the boy could remember and write for an outsider to see. So the man was very angry, right? Now, the reason why he has never, it's not like he can't hit the woman. The reason why he has never done that, at the point when they were getting married, he made a vow to God that he would never do that. And then the worst thing is that he opened, it's not the worst, but then what happened was that he opened up to the woman about it.
Okay.
He told the woman that he has vowed to God that he will never raise his hand.
So the woman is now beating
taking
him.
taking advantage of that thing.
Oh, goodness.
Do you see that? And then the man was like, okay, I don't want my son to grow up thinking that a man is weak in the house and the woman is the one that has been beating the. So that day when he came home, he also beat.
I think this is a conversation that we really have to sit down and have. Like, let me just write it down, okay? We'll have to come back to this conversation on another day.
Yes.
We will. What? My goodness.
Yes. He beat the man beat the woman. He beat her very, very well, so that the son can also just to clear that doubt from there. And then, okay, they didn't continue the story.
Okay,
because the rest is very, very personal and the advice that she gave. But this is a scenario that was created. And when you look at something like this, the next time, if the man has something that is deep and serious with him, do you think he can let that out? He cannot do that. But at least for him, in the first case, he was able to open up about it.
Yeah.
For some people, there are certain things that are disturbing them. It may not be a vow, and it may not be a vow, but it may be something that is personal and disturbs them. right? But then they are unable to tell you. They are unable to tell you. Maybe something about their own body. They are insecure about something.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a way their body is that they don't like. It's not cool with them. But they are unable to tell you.
Okay.
Right? In a relationship. Should we come? You don't leave it here. Leave it here.
I know we're going to have this conversation, so I don't want to really touch on very, very deep things that will be crossing ourselves on the other side. But I think we've made a beautiful sense this evening by touching on some of these few things. And then we spoke about the fact that I will say that the entire conversation today is having one theme, which says that when it goes wrong at home, then it will go wrong everywhere.
Outside, yeah.
So the moment we let our guards down in the house, in our homes, as parents, as caregivers, we are going to have children who will grow up to become things that we don't want them to be. But funny enough, we created that kind of environment unconsciously.
Yeah.
So it's been a conversation on the boy child. We've spoken about a lot of things. The conversation will continue. Don't worry at all. This is just a teaser. We'll be coming back so strong. We'll be touching on very, very key areas, things that we'll have to do to make sure that we create the balance that we are all calling out for. And we are also encouraging that don't feel like we are coming to compete in the space with women. That is not our agenda. Our agenda is to make sure that we reorient men and also create a good example and mentorship for the boys who are growing up, so that when they grow up and it is time for them to take up responsibilities, they will take up responsibilities and do them effectively. It will not just be a one-sided kind of conversation that will be bringing us back to this kind of conversations that we are having today. The girls are doing well. The female is doing so well. We are proud of them. We also want to make sure that we are matching up with the same energies that they have, so we could create a very beautiful society. As a result of that, this year, we at Prince Capital Foundation, we are coming up with a very nice package for all our young men. We are targeting about 5,000 boys, starting from the Volta region. And our theme for this year is what? Promoting personal hygiene and good health care among boys. So as part of our activities, we'll be visiting communities, we'll be visiting school campuses to educate the boy child on how to take good care of themselves. We'll be visiting communities to educate parents on how they can help the boys to take very good care of themselves. And also, we can't just go there and come back just to go and talk and any other thing and just leave them there. So we have the plan of distributing health kits to all the boys, the over 5,000 of them that will be meeting. And in that health kit, we are looking at a few items. We are looking at a face towel. We are looking at hair pomade, deodorant. We are looking at toothpaste, toothbrush. We are looking at shaving sticks and anything, hair comb, anything that will make the boy keep himself very neat and clean and smart. So we are throwing the challenge out there. We have started mobilizing a few things. If you care to join this campaign, this is not just a program or a project. It's a movement that we are starting, a movement that is going to bring about change, a movement that is going to change our lives as young men and also make us better to become good husbands and good fathers. That's the most important thing. Because one thing that I want to ask you is, what kind of man do you want your daughter to be married to when she grows up? What kind of husband do you want your son to be when he grows up? And that is why we're having this conversation. That is why this project is very important. So you can, all the details are on the L banner as it has been displayed. Our contact is there. You can just drop a call in. Let's have a conversation. Let's see how best we can take this to a latter end so that we can create a very good community for each and every one of us to thrive in. Thank you so much. And Efo Prosper, I'm grateful that you came in today.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm grateful too.
We will be coming back here to have very deep conversations. I think you have touched on very, very deep things for me today. And I want us to go deeper. So this conversation, we're not going to run it like maybe just in a kind of... I want us to make it more organic.
Okay.
So that we will understand it.
Connect more with everything.
Connect more with it. Then our viewers will also understand what we want in this society and how to make sure that as a man, this one, whether you are old or not, you can still do something. You can still become better. So you could help a boy in your environment, in your family, in your home. So thank you so much for coming. I'm pleasure. So grateful.
It's my pleasure.
And you've been a very good brother. And you have very nice adjectives.
How am I?
So thank you all so much for watching today's episode. We'll be back next week with more details, and continue to follow our social media handles. We have a lot of information that we put out there with regards to the project. We are currently on a countdown to a very beautiful day. That day, we'll talk about it later. We are in the month of May. We'll be celebrating our mothers. But also, there must be another celebration that most of us don't know about. We'll unveil that at the right time, and you get to know and do the needful. Have a nice evening. See you another time. Bye-bye.